You can see it here. It's mold. There's mold everywhere. Now what? Hi, I'm Joe, and welcome to Motor City Boat Werks. Let's get to work. Motor City Boat Werks is my amateur boat building and boat restoration studio. It's where I film how-to videos about some of the projects that I have going on inside my boat works. Many of the projects and the skills that I'm using inside the boat works are transferable from power to sailboats and even onto RVs. If you're going to be working on old boats, well, you really need to kind of build up your personal repertoire of what you're able to do. My channel is for real amateur boat building and boat restoration enthusiasts. I've committed to showing you my tips and tricks and all the little nuances of these type of projects. It takes a little bit of time. There's a lot of information. I hope you stick with me. If you're new to the channel, I'm rebuilding a 1986 Albin 27 family cruiser from a bare hull back to something better than it once was. I'm also restoring a 1981 Skipper 20 sailboat. It's a small trailerable sailboat with some very salty lines. Over the last couple episodes, I've been working on some of the smaller projects in preparation of getting ready for the big restoration this summer. I've restored some of the interior teak wood, and last episode I built and installed some cockpit lockers. During that project, it became evident that there was a problem. I think this is a problem that we've all had to deal with, whether you're restoring an old sailboat or recommissioning your boat for the new boating season. This episode is going to be about how do you clean boat mold. I'm inside the Skipper 20 sailboat, and one of the things I've got to do is get this headliner clean inside of here. The vinyl is in really great shape. The problem is that there's some mold on it, and it's very dirty. And although I've tried scrubbing it, I can't seem to get it to come clean very much. There are parts of the aft part of the boat, up under where I'm going to be installing the cockpit lockers that also have some type of mold or dirt. I had a similar problem when I tried to wash the boat. No matter how much I scrubbed on it, even with soft scrub and a stiff bristle brush, I just could not get it to come clean. It's as though there's mold in the pores of the gel coat and on some of the surfaces. This is a very common and typical problem for old boats, especially ones that are decades old and have been sitting out and not really taken care of. So I'm going to be using a product called RMR-86. It's an anti-mold and mildew stain remover. It has some of the similar chemicals to bleach in it. It is quite a bit more aggressive. And I'm going to be putting some of this on here, and I've used it before on other boat projects, and it has really cleaned the surface very quickly. The key is it has to be rinsed off afterwards, and you have to be careful about applying this to any sort of metal, aluminum, stainless steel, stuff like that inside the boat. If you get it on there, you need to quickly get it off because it does have some chemicals in it that will cause a reaction. Motor City Boat Werks has no sponsors. I get no compensation from any of the products or the items that I talk about on my channel. Please subscribe and tell a friend. Spread the word about Motor City Boat Werks. You will hear about and see people claim that this product is basically the same thing as bleach, but I'm going to tell you it's definitely not. The chemicals that are inside of it are quite a bit more concentrated than what you would get in household bleach. I cannot stress how much you have to be careful about using this product. I can't stress enough that you have to follow the instructions and you have to be careful using proper PPE when you use this type of product. As with anything that has chemicals like bleach, you need to test a sample of what you're trying to clean so that you understand what exactly it's going to do. Motor City Boat Werks is not a professional boat shop. Information is for entertainment purposes only. I know you're probably skeptical. I was too, but I want to show you this. What I've got here, this is a cutout from when I did the cockpit lockers on the Skipper 20 sailboat. I don't know if you can see it, but it's filthy. And it's got some mold and dirt and what have you on it. I'm going to take it inside the art studio and I'm going to clean it with some household cleaners. I'll let you see for yourself. And then I'm going to spray it with some RMR-86 and you decide whether or not it's worth trying. You can see it here. It's mold. There's mold everywhere. Now what? Clean. I wait about a minute, I rinse it off, dry it off. This is what it looks like. Now, I'm definitely not saying that this is the product you need to use if you have a newer, nicer boat, or you have some type of fabrics or upholsteries that you might be concerned about the condition or what the cleaner is going to do to it. But for certain situations, bare fiberglass and some marine vinyl, when you're doing a boat restoration, especially on a boat that's seen better days, this may be the solution to clean up your mold problem. Now, it's debatable whether this product will get rid of the mold forever, but for sure, it cleans it up and it gets rid of the stains. Mold will come back if you don't have good ventilation, if you have a hot environment with moisture and food that the spores can feed on. When you're doing a boat restoration, before you start painting, before you start doing your fabrication and installation, you've got to have a clean surface. And this product is the one that I use to get there. Of course, when we do this, we got to be wearing proper protective gear. So I got my mask here and I got gloves on. And of course, I'm in my shop clothes. Now, this is what the headliner surface looks like. Trust me when I say that I have scrubbed this with a scrub brush and household cleaners trying to get it clean. This is not dirt that you're seeing. This is actually mold or mildew in the vinyl headliner. With your protective gear in place, you spray the RMR-86 on the surface, make sure you get good coverage. And then I wait about a minute, 2 minutes, perhaps working on a different area. You don't have to scrub it, don't touch it, just give it a couple seconds to do its work. And then I come back to see the results. Now I have a bucket of warm water, a clean rag, and I use this to immediately wipe down the surface, kind of neutralize the product. I wash it sometimes 1, 2, maybe 3 times with fresh water. It's important to clean the entire surface, especially any metal or plastic that the product comes in contact with. Now this works on marine vinyl, but it may not work on a porous fabric or something like Sunbrella. This towel was originally black. You can see where it's started to bleach out. So after I get done using it, I will often throw away the towels and I'll wash all of my work clothes separately to make sure nothing gets contaminated. Check this out. Look at that. I mean, I got to tell you, this stuff is pretty amazing. I did the section here. You can see the line right there. I did the line right here. Let's get this here. There we go. You can see the line. This is the old, this is the new. Look at that. Look how good that vinyl looks. That's pretty good, man. I gotta say, I mean, really, look at it. That is what you'd like to see. It's amazing how clean it comes. So I'm gonna kind of work my way around here, kind of all around the inside of the Skipper 20, and maybe even do some of the fiberglass surfaces, get everything really clean. We'll be on our way on the Skipper 20 restoration. Be sure to stay tuned. There's a lot more work to do on this sailboat restoration. I got to figure out what color to paint the boat. I've got to construct the pilot house, repair the rudder, and do some work on the engine compartment. And hey, let's not forget about the pocket trawler. I'm right in the middle of working on the headliner project for the aft cabin of the Albin 27. All these episodes are in the pipeline. They'll be coming soon. If you got something out of this episode, if you enjoyed this show, do me a favor, hit the like button and spread the word across social media. Let everyone know about Motor City Boat Werks. In the meantime, catch up on some of my playlists covering all the projects from the Boat Werks. I want to thank you for stopping by. We'll see you again next time. Stay motivated.